Justin, how did you feel overall the offense performed today?
I think we had a slow start, second half. We picked it up and put some points on the board.
The screen pass to Breece, the touchdown. Did you feel the cover zero coming, and just was that kind of the perfect play call from Tanner there?
Yeah, it was a perfect play call. In that situation, it's really just about getting the ball out and, of course, getting the O-lineman downfield. But, everybody else is one-on-one. So, like I said, perfect play call and a good run up the catch by Breece. And, like I said, the O-lineman blocking downfield was great.
I know both sides of the football talk about finishing the game. How good did it feel to actually do that today? You guys had some great runs down the stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. This was a tough defense we played. Great D-line. And, like you said, we finished the game. And Breece ran the ball well. And, offensive line, they did their thing today. So proud of everybody, and of course the defense too. They showed out as well.
How about the special teams?
Special teams. I'm on the sideline like, yo, we don't need to do no work, but special teams definitely did their thing today. Proud of those guys, and we finally had some hit, and proud.
Justin, how do back-to-back wins do just in terms of morale and helping everyone believe towards the end?
Yeah, it's great. When guys were coming back in the locker room, they were just, expressing how good they felt and stuff like that. So, plan is just keep this thing going, keep this train rolling, and get ready for Thursday night.
How do you guys turn the page real quick, because it is a short week?
Yeah, it's a short week. Just got to be locked in walkthroughs and meetings and stuff like that. But, learn from this film, get better, and like I said, just get ready to go out Thursday night and play ball.
Can you put into words what it felt like before the game when they honored Nick Mangold?
Yeah, I didn't watch too much, Jets when I was younger, but, from everyone I hear, Zuff, guys that have been here for a long time, he was loved in the building, and it broke my heart, seeing his family on the sideline, and just hearing kind of that backstory. But, I prayed for that family before the game, and, God watching over them and stuff like that. But, it definitely hurt my heart just seeing them right there. But, he's in a better place now, and like I said, it was tough, but I'm glad we were able to get the win today.
Justin, Sauce and Quinn, obviously significant players here. The trades. How do you think you guys dealt with the noise around that and everything, and just coming out today and getting the win after that?
Yeah, I think it was tough the first day. I think everybody was shocked in the building. It was definitely tough the first day. You kind of felt the energy a little bit weird, a little bit off. But the second day wasn't bad. It was starting to get back to normal. But, it's always tough, adjusting to guys going out of the locker room, coming in. And like I said, I think, after that first day, we all came together as a team and, just practiced well this past week. And, just really gelled together and, stuck with each other.
Can y'all see Nick clear right here?
Yeah.
All right.
Just a question.
Per Jared's request right here. Just so you guys know. Per Jared's request.
How do you feel like to be the kind of guy down the stretch to bring this victory home?
I wouldn't even say that. It was just, every game I feel like, you come out with intentions of what you want to do, and then you have to adjust to what's needed to win the game. So today we needed a lot of the run game, and a lot of it just so happened to be on me today. So it was just, falling into what the team needed for us to win.
Breece, did you see pre-snap that they were blitzing on the screen pass?
Yeah.
Did you think this could go pretty far?
So the way they blitz is they like to blitz the back a lot, and then either a linebacker or a safety will take the running back man, and if the running back stays in, then he'll just add and blitz as well. So, coach called a play, and I knew I was getting the ball, and once I ran out there, I was just like, okay, if I think a right guard, if he gets the blitzer, this is going to be a big one. And we ended up executing it really well and scored. So it was perfect execution off of something we had practiced.
What did it mean to have, as a team, the week you guys had to come out and play like that and pull out a win like that?
What you mean the week we had?
Oh, but the two big guys getting traded.
That's the league we're in. You got to always constantly adjust, whether it's something like that or guys getting injured or whatever the case may be. You got to have the next man up mentality and go win.
You guys have dropped some games like this earlier in the season, one-score games, close games in the fourth quarter. Do you feel like you guys are learning something about winning and developing here?
I would say it's less about learning how to win and just being tired of losing. So I think that's probably the biggest thing is everybody's tired of losing. So.
On a day where the team is honoring Nick Mangold, legacy, what did it mean to be able to first home win of the season for you?
Yeah, it was cool. Not only to get that win, but obviously with everything going on in regards of him and his family and everything. It's that whole situation is very sad, and it was just cool to go out there and get a win and celebrate him in a way that he should be celebrated.
With the offensive line today, you mentioned the screen pass. Could you talk about Joe Tippen's block on that play and just the overall work of the offensive line today?
Yeah, that's just a play of like, all right, like I said, we practiced that, and we know situationally on with blitzes and stuff how everything could play out. And I saw the guy blitzing that coming off the right edge, and another guy had me man. And I was like, okay, if Joe gets him, it just gets a little piece of him, it's going to be a big play. And Joe ended up, being athletic enough to get out there and get a piece of him. And we got guys blocking downfield, which that's what springs the big run. So that was cool to experience that with the whole team.
Can you talk about Breece, what the week was like for you? Tuesday, it's like the deadline and counting down to the deadline, and here you are a few days later. You have a huge role in this win. So what kind of roller coaster week was that?
I wouldn't say it's a roller coaster week. I've known the position I've been in since like May, so it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like, F it. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I said I'm here to show up on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays. So the other stuff is for y'all to gossip about, and for everybody else on the outside to talk about. So for me, it's worrying about football.
What was it like in that first quarter, Breece, where I think you guys had run 3 plays and you have 14 points on the board because of those returns? Yeah,
it's just it sucks. And you want to come out and get a good rhythm, establish a good rhythm, and unfortunately we couldn't. I could have been better, and I know the whole offense felt like we could have been better, but thank God the defense and special teams were able to keep us in it and get us a lead and sustain the lead, and then offense finally got our heads out of our tails and picked it up, so it was good.
A couple more. Breece AG came out before and kind of had a few words for you. What was his message today?
Yeah, he knows I'm pretty quiet, and not so quiet, but I'm not a guy that's like constantly like I don't really complain. I kind of just go with the flow of like what's going on. And he came to me. He's like, I'm gonna feed you. You're gonna be the biggest factor of us winning this game. So just go be you. And so I ended up running the ball. We ran the ball a lot in the second half and effectively, and we're able to get the win.
At the end of that touchdown run, did you stumble in? Were you tired, or was it kind of a stylish dive into the end zone?
I wanted to dive, but also I hate being on the ground. So I was like, but I'm not really a big celebration guy. So I was like, all right, let me do a dive, a little like dolphin dive, and then get up and celebrate with the guys. So it was good.
Do you feel like
last one here?
Your best year overall so far?
No, I wouldn't say that. I feel like my second year, I was rushing really efficiently, and I was, like top 3, top 2 in receiving for running backs and everything, and one of the top 3 in the league in all-purpose yards and everything. But with football and stuff, especially for a running back, it's very situational. It's very game situational. On one game you could be winning and you end up with 30 carries or 30 touches, regardless, or whatever the case may be. Or another game, it could be a game where they're stopping the run pretty well. You got to pass it more, and you might lead the game with 9, 10 carries. So for running back, it's very situational on how your touches will come. But when you get the ball, you got to try to make the most with it. So it is what it is.